meters, and quite a beacon, quite a landmark it is. Plenty of great architecture, sharp lines all over the place, where old meets new here in the second largest city in Denmark. So here's what's unfolded. The Spaniards unable to detain the Thais, who've been rampant for no longer than 35 minutes in any of the matches. Two women's singles going exactly that time. Wins for Chochuwong and Ombang Chewan and TOTALENERGIES and Sudirman as well in women's doubles. So it's all going the Thai way, and they look so bossy, as they were against Scotland with the win 5-0 on Sunday. This is what we're bringing you, the first women's doubles. Familiar faces. World number 8 have been as high as 6 in the world back in July 2018. Jongkorfan Kititharakul and Rawenda Prajongjai of Thailand. And the Spanish pairing ranked 183 in the world. Lucia Rodriguez and Anya Setien looking far more relaxed, having both been involved in the women's singles. And, well, they'll feel just that little bit more loose, won't they, out here now for the second time. There's a spring in their step and they're keen to get on with this doubles. Let's listen into the coin toss again. It's the first meeting between these two teams.
Red or black? Good job. Red? Your choice? Who will say? Anya. Who will serve? You'll serve. Which side you want?
So Anya Setien, the 18-year-old in the Spanish pack, electing to receive. Jongkorfan Kititharakul, the 27-year-old Thai, world number 8, will serve to get us underway. And this is Prajongjai. Jongkorfan Kititharakul, 28 years of age, from Chiang Mai. As I say, just 2 spots off of that career high. That was back 3 years or so ago in July 2018, when they reached the heady heights of 6 in the world, and her regular partner Rawenda Prajongjai, again same age as Jongkorfan, from Bangkok, the Thai capital. 1.64 m. And they made their first Yonex Thailand Open HSBC BWF World Tour Super 1000 final earlier in the year on home turf. Lucia Rodriguez, the 17-year-old that we saw in singles just now. She lost out to Busnan Ombang the 25-year-old Thai in the singles. That was 21-10, 21-13, 35 minutes. And Anya Setien, of course, going down to Pityaporn Chawan, 20-year-old Thai, 21-8, 21-11 in 25 minutes. But these two won the Spanish Junior Open together in late August. Rodriguez and Setien, and they were runners-up in the Mexican International Challenge event as well.
Ready to play?
Semi-finals of the Spanish International in mid-June as well, so they're building their experience, these two. They'll be given the nod ahead of Corrales and Azamendi, which is very unusual, but the elder team moving over to let the youngsters have a go. So our fifth match then on session one, just about to get underway with Thailand with a heady 4-0 lead in the overall tie. They really are taking ownership of this group, the fourth seeds, having been runners-up in Bangkok just a couple of years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Thailand, represented by Jongkolfan Kititharakul and Prajongjai. And on my left, Spain, represented by Lucia Rodriguez and Setien. Thailand to serve, Jongkolfan Kititharakul, Setien, the ball, play. One love. Service over. 1-all. Two, one. Three, one. Four, one. Service over. 2-4.
Yeah, lovely body smash there from Rawinda Prajongjai. There's something liberating for the Spaniards, isn't there? Playing alongside their sort of dear friends. Opportunity to just relax and go and have a little bit of fun. There's nothing to lose, really, is there? They're 4-love down.
5-3.
And just come out and enjoy this one. Pressure-free.
Service over. 4-5.
Probably the longest rally of the match, that one. Well, you sense the ties just getting to terms with the patterns of play that the Spaniards bring. And now they've amassed a handful of successive points. Building momentum nicely towards the mid-game interval that you sense is looming pretty quickly right now, despite a fine start for the Spaniards that came out all guns blazing. Not managed to keep up with the momentum. So the tight tandem looking very secure. The world number 8 pairing with an 11-6 lead going into the mid-game interval.
No de querer ganar, no tiene que ser el drop perfecto, el drop rápido y que vaya delante, ¿vale? Luego, golpear y salir, ¿vale? Porque el golpe sobre todo tú te quedas, ¿vale? Ojo con los drops cruzados, porque a veces estamos posicionados y estamos buscando esto, como estoy buscando aquí, ¿vale? Y luego las defensas, no puede ser un remate, una defensa corta, pues está defensa más profunda, más larga, más tensa, ¿vale? Y luego si queréis ya neutralizar, ¿vale?
Well, there was no team huddle, but they've had a nice team photo, which is good. One for the memory bank. And this very much a team for the future, I'm sure. They'll be building on their rankings and come back stronger next year, irrespective of what will probably be a quite emphatic loss here. Going in favour of Team Thailand, who are very bossy these days, but weren't always that way. It's only over the last sort of 10 years or so where they've really evolved as a team. Semi-finalists in 2012, I think it was, then 14 and 16, a couple of quarter-final showings, and then in 2018, that final in Bangkok, losing out to Japan in the final, but having beaten China 3-2. So they really have grown, but it's taken a lot of steps for Team Thailand to become this secure. The Spaniards have got time on their sides with the young athletes that they have in their team. But of course, it's all about recreating that team environment, that high performance environment to train in. And there's so many good Thai players throughout their country that they have no issues there. I don't think it's quite the same in Spain.
Service over. 57.
They really have added to their game, these two. They used to be just a little lightweight in attack occasionally against the world's very best pairs, but they've added in that regard. A lot more heat overhead. And there's another example of that. no-nonsense smashing from Kititharakul and Prajongjai. Strong arming through the opening game, then emphatically in the end, Kititharakul and Prajongjai take it by 21 points to 7. Really bossy opening game from them after 9 minutes.
Lo vamos a intentar asegurar en la solo meter la porque ellos ya están sacando y atentos.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So the players back for game 2.
Second game.
Thailand again to the good.
Play. Service over. 1 love.
Good pace from the Spaniards. Strong start this opener. Much better. That's more like it.
Service over. 1, 3.
Oh yes. Oh, yeah, she has found the back line. I thought for a moment it spilled over But that was really proactive from Prajongjai Kititharakul there. So the Spanish attack has been muted, blunted, and suddenly the Thai resurgence is back on. 4 straight points for them now. Really nicely done from Setien. Lovely drop.
Service over. 6-4.
Yeah, so court aware, so aware of all the patterns of play, the Thai tandem. They know what's coming. They're, you know, steps ahead very often because of all of their experience, and that's what happens. You're milliseconds ahead on most of these shots oncoming because you've seen so much of it over the years. Again, really keen return from the Thais. Yeah, very, very good. Prajongjai so quick to close down the net there and take advantage. It all looks that little bit academic, doesn't it? And that's said with the utmost respect. But it just shows you that there's not just 1 or 2 levels above. There's thousands of micro levels as you go up through the rankings. And the Thais, as I say, they've seen so many situations on the match court before in women's doubles. That's why they're a heady top 10 pairing, and they've rocketed out to an 11-5 lead here in the second game.
จังหวะที่พอเราได้รับแบบนี้ถ่ายทอดให้ดีใจไปจะเข้าไปแข่งหรือจะวางถ่ายทอดแล้วดูให้ดีไม่ต้องรีบเร็วได้แต่ไม่เร็วต้อง
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Play.
Well, you sense an inevitability here, don't you, with a 4-0 lead on the overall match tie, and the Thailand players playing really, really well, keeping their young Spanish opponents at arm's length all day, frankly, on the show court 1 here. It's been a masterful performance.
Service over. 1-6.
That's a beautifully engineered point from the Spaniards. Really very well played. One of their best points of the day so far. That really nice. It had it all, didn't it? Gorgeous. Just a little glimpse of, I'm sure, what we'll see a lot more of over the years from these two as they evolve and develop and blossom into established pros. Found it right on the line, and shame for Anna Setien. She put that right into the strike zone of Kititharakul.
Service over. 8-15.
Well, already the young Spaniards have bettered their score from the opening game. That's encouraging.
Service over. 16-8.
Oh yes.
17.
Once they get on the front foot, it really has been hard for the Spaniards to turn those kind of points around in women's doubles.
Service over, 9-18. Service over, 19-9.
They've been on a mission today, Team Thailand, 2 points away right now. Owning the scene on show court 1, as anticipated with their high level. Team
20, match point, 9.
Well, it was a brilliant match, wasn't it, from these two? The world number 8 just tearing through this women's doubles. 21-7, 21-9 in 25 minutes or so. A really lopsided affair in which they were very, very bossy, very good today. So Spain couldn't contain the powerful, well-oiled Thai machine, and who will surely push through to the quarterfinals with 2 5-0 wins in Group B in this Uber Cup. All guns blazing they were today, and absolutely tearing it up. Now here's the match point. This is how they got it done. Lovely clip round the side from Rowinda Prajongjai. Ever gracious in victory or defeat. Always good to see. They're so respectful, aren't they? Well, they've been a top 10 team for quite a while now, really showing their colours. So let's see how it all unfolded today then. It was all fairly lopsided, wasn't it? No games conceded by the 4th seeds, Thailand. They were just something else today. So Pornpoy Chochawong had a win first up against Clara Azurmendi. The 23-year-old was in rampant mood coming through. She did 21-9, 21-15. She only needed 35 minutes there. Same time for Busnan Ombangrumfan to down Lucia Rodriguez. 21-10, 21-13. And Chawan as the 3rd women's singles player from Thailand. Again, even more emphatic there against Anya Setien. And then both doubles back-to-back winners for Sudirman and TOTALENERGIES and Kititharakul and Prajongjai as well. So Thailand will, you'd imagine, win the group. And they have had 2 5-0 wins. So looking really good. What a showing that was today on Show Court 1 by the Thais. This is what's coming up next on Session 2 on Show Court 1. We've got China against France from Group C of the Thomas Cup. So don't go too far. That one will be imminently.